is going on? This is This Week with Coffee, episode 3. My name is Jay. This is Unpolished Man. No coffee this week again, unfortunately. I have no time to do these things, or had no time to do these things in the morning. I've had to do these late, so I'm not drinking coffee late at night because I want to sleep. But I want to have this week, I'm still calling it This Week with Coffee because I want to have coffee in these things. I want to get my timelines and my time management figured out so I can do that in these in some upcoming videos. But here we are. A lot of cool stuff happened this week. In terms of work stuff was work stuff. I was extremely busy. I had 3 project deliverables on Friday, and I had 2 client meetings in between and reviews for all those projects. So needless to say, it was bullshit for a Friday to be that absolutely slammed, but I got it done. We got through it. Next week is a new week. Today's Easter Sunday as well, so I had an amazing time with my family. I've been doing a lot of videos with fitness and things like that and just kind of changing my body composition over on Instagram and YouTube, obviously, and Threads, and I'll do X and everything like that as well. But doing a lot of fitness stuff, trying to get my body right, trying to get back to being younger me, trying to be lighter on my feet. So I've been doing some videos with that stuff, and also just kind of upping my content game. And for the last 2 weeks, I've been posting consistently at least once a day. And actually this past week, I got it up to sometimes almost 3 times a day. So I'm getting really good at getting some reps built with this thing and having a lot of fun making content and just putting myself out there, using this as a creative outlet to get better at talking to you, talking to the camera, public speaking, and those types of things. I also started a Substack. I got about 2 articles in the hopper, and it's called Smokes and Scripture. And really, I wanted to use that just as, obviously, talk about some, well, not obviously. I like cigars. I don't talk about cigars on here because YouTube hates them, but I like cigars. So I want to have a place to review cigars. I don't consider myself a cigar snob at least, so I think I can communicate how the cigar tastes in just a regular guy's kind of way. But then also I think it's a perfect opportunity to talk about scripture, talk about the Bible, whatever verse I got going on in my head, whatever verse I think is applicable for me or other men like me. And then also I want to talk about books, about dad life, about family life, all those sorts of things. So I think it's just a great place for me to not just do the talking, but do a lot of typing and writing, because I actually enjoy that form of being creative as well. So got that going, and I think I might even end up turning this into a podcast. I'm going to try and get my wife to sit down with me and talk about our family, talk about homeschooling, because we do that with our kids, talk about our marriage, just talk about life, and she's hilarious. I think it might be a really cool way to I don't know, build a little something else with the podcast too, talking about what it is that we got going on, aside from these This Week with Coffee videos that I make without coffee, at least for right now. But got some cool shit this week, and so I'm into everything analog right now. Anything that I can slow down with, anything that I can go back in time with. I like to collect vinyl. I should probably do a video on some vinyl stuff, but look at this. I'm getting into cassette tapes. I kind of missed the wave of these when I was younger in the 90s. I was a part of the CDs, you know what I mean? And when I was able to get my first Sony Walkman or whatever it was, the CD player, had a ton of CDs but no tapes. But now, tapes are kind of cool, I guess. Tapes are coming back around. People like tapes, and I'm starting to love tapes too. So I picked up some gems from Goodwill. Alan Jackson, got the Chattahoochee on there. I don't even know a lot about living. Elton John, this one's got I'm Still Standing, banger. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA, need I say more? Chris Christopherson. Phil Collins, this one's got In the Air of the Night on it, yeah. Louis Armstrong, Greatest Hits. Nat King Cole, Unforgettable, stoked to listen to that one. Nat King Cole is the shit. Tim McGraw, Everywhere, dude, hits like crazy on that one. We got a Christmas album. This is just a compilation of the greats. You got Bing, Frank, Nat King Cole. They're singing all their good ones. Stoked for that for Christmas time. John Mellencamp. Grew up heavy on John Mellencamp with my dad. I don't think there's really any crazy hits on this guy, but Paper and Fire I think might be one. I don't know. Still stoked to listen to it. Loretta Lynn, Greatest Hits, and John Coltrane, Gold Collection. So yeah, we're going down the rabbit hole with cassette tape. And in order to listen to them, you need a tape player, right? Snagged one. You see that? This guy is a Sony CFD S01 CD radio cassette recorder, so you could record your own tapes if you felt so inclined to do so. But I wanted a Sony specifically just because it's Sony, and your boy snagged one, found it at Goodwill. CD player works great, only problem, cassette tape needs some love. This thing was only $5, so I figured, hey, I'm sure I can figure out how to fix it. I already watched a couple of YouTube videos. Just need to, whatever it is, the little wheels that kind of spin the tape on the inside need to be replaced. Looked easy enough. I'm hoping it actually is, so that I can do that and fix it. Another thing that I picked up, cassettes are great, right? I mentioned CDs. Got some banger CDs. Struck a gold mine on Garth Brooks. Man, that Garth Brooks. That one. And this one as well. And these ones all have good songs I'm sure all of us have heard. I don't have time to read through it because it's in some weird font. I can't read them that quick. Shameless. Shameless is on here. I don't know. I think the Rodeo is on one of these too. I can't tell. But anyways, can't go wrong with Garth Brooks, right? But this one is the best one. This one is the cream of the crop in terms of CDs. Creed. Human Clay. I mean, come on, dude. This played in everybody's locker rooms growing up, playing football. I did miss the ultimate peak of this in terms of high school time frame. It did come out in 1999, or 99, 2000. I was 9. So yeah, not in high school. I'm not that old, but this tape or this CD is a banger. I mean, Are You Ready? What If? Then of course the one that we all love, Higher. I mean, dude. Yeah, I showed this to my kids when we got it at Goodwill, played it in the car for them because my car still has a CD player. Dude, nostalgia galore. I think, yeah, one last thing that I picked up here too. Have you seen Tommy Boy? Have you seen Black Sheep? Have you heard of SNL? And you've heard of this guy. I didn't even know there was a book about him. Found this on the Goodwill shelves too. And I love Chris Farley. Loved all of his movies. I think every single SNL skit he was on was hilarious. So I'm really excited to dive into this thing to learn more about him, learn more about his life. And yeah, man, I think obviously he was gone way too soon. Dude was at the absolute pinnacle of his career, man, and the drugs got him. So unfortunate. But all right. The absolute last thing that I got up, I know I've said it a handful of times, but did you used to skateboard growing up? Yes, you did. So did I, and I've been wanting to get back into it. So I picked one up. Check that out. Baker. Andrew Reynolds rode Baker back in the day. Most of us, if you skateboarded at all, should know who Andrew Reynolds is. But look at those trucks. Those are BAM trucks. Destructos. I think I was 13 when I got those. I took care of those things for the most part. There's a little bit of damage, but I took care of them. I needed a little bit of love. Internal components need a little bit of love too. Got the same bearings, some red bones or bones red. I think it was red bones. Bearings still roll. I had to clean this up a little bit, but I got some new pig wheels on there. I mean, come on. It's so sick. So excited to get on this thing, and I'm not going crazy. We're doing ollies. We're doing shove-its. We're trying to get a kickflip and a heel flip. Go down a ramp or two, that's it. I'm not going to go too crazy, but my daughter wants to get into skateboarding. And I've been wanting to get back into it too, so I snagged one. We can both learn on it, and then if she sticks with it, her birthday's in July, I'm going to snag her one of our own. Pretty excited to do that with her. So, only problem with this is that, you see, I did my own grip tape. And pretty sure I've never done that in my entire life. Every time I bought a board, just had the guys at Industrial put it on, and now that I'm a grown man, I couldn't just let some other dude put some grip tape on my skateboard. So I did it at home and made a huge mess. But I got it on there. It's stuck. No air bubbles. Just jacked up the trim around the edges, but it works. It looks pretty sick for the most part. So I'm stoked to get after it, and not really excited to feeling what falling on concrete feels like at 35 years old, but I'm going to try anyways. And that's about it. That is episode 3, This Week with Coffee. Stay tuned for week 4. Like I said, I'm going to try and up a little bit of the content game. Trying to make these a little bit better. Try to add in some other stuff. Got a lot of stuff with Substack, smokes, and scriptures. I'm going to have a couple, I got, like I said, a couple articles in the hopper. So yeah, I got smokes and scriptures. Got a couple articles in the hopper. I'm going to be putting out my first one probably at the end of this week once I edit it. So be on the lookout for that. Got Instagram, we got YouTube, obviously, got the threads. I do have an X account. I'm going to be doing some stuff on there. So I'm really trying to get out there, trying to make this a thing. And, And I'm having lots of fun enjoying this content creation. So if you've watched even a minute of this, I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll catch you in the next one.